Hi everyone. This practice is a thank you to those of you who have donated to me and have supported me throughout this pandemic the past few months. I was so amazed when I looked and saw that there were over 50 of you who had watched my videos and donated me, some of you countless times. So whether you only donated to me once and it was $5, or whether you donated over $100 and you donated multiple times, I wanted to offer this exclusively just to you to say thank you. This class is going to be a intermediate vinyasa flow, about an hour long. Make sure to modify where you need and to use props if you need. But once you are ready, we are going to get started seated in whatever is going to be most comfortable for you. If you want to sit on a blanket or a block, you might choose to do so. For a little extra support, you can sit on the heels or you can sit in a sukhasana, cross-legged. Find a place that's most comfortable for you where you could be for a couple of minutes, where the spine can stack and become longer and taller. Feeling the crown of the head stack over the neck, stack over the shoulders, the rib cage, the hips, the tailbone. Close the eyes if you haven't done so already. And just begin to feel the breath work up and down the spine, filling from the bottom to the top, emptying from the top to the bottom. Even just the act of focusing on our breath and feeling it move through the body allows us to begin the practice of becoming present, which I often say is one of the only things our yoga practice really asks of us at all. To notice the sensations and the movement of the body as they come and go and change and transform. To notice the movement of breath as it deepens and lengthens, or the times when we forget it and it becomes short and shallow, as it changes and transforms. And when we become more aware and more present of our body and breath, and we become more present and aware of our thoughts, how they come and go, how they change, how they transform, but just the act of breathing before moving, for any kind of doing, that alone is enough. Take a few more deep, full breaths in and out here. Feeling the rising and the falling, the filling and the emptying. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do just yet except to sit and to breathe. The word yoga means union, or to yoke together. The things we're unifying are the body, the mind, and the breath. So know that by just noticing the movement of breath in the body, the act of focusing on the breath with your mind, and of breathing, being aware of your breathing, that is already yoga, and it's already enough before we add anything else. Here, bring your hands together at the heart. Perhaps you slightly bow the chin towards the chest, finding that humble gesture of gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up and for being willing to find yoga. And maybe you take a moment to set an intention for yourself and for this practice. And whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And together we seal those intentions in by taking a deep breath in through the nose and a long sigh through the mouth. Deep inhale. Exhale. And as you're ready, begin to blink the eyes open. And if you weren't already in Sukhasana, in our cross-legged seated posture, begin to find your way there. And from here, as you inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Feel yourself grow tall through the waist, through the rib cage. Let the shoulders fall down the back. Take a breath. And as you exhale, begin to walk the hands forward to fold into the hips. Notice as you come forward, if your tailbone starts to come forward off of the floor, and try to keep the sits bones and tailbone reaching down and grounding towards the floor. Folding forward from that grounded space. That the weight is still in the base of the body, not in the hands or the arms. And feel the crown of the head reach forward instead of the chin, letting the back of the neck be long. Inhale here. Exhale. Stay low in the hips, but as you inhale, start to walk the hands out and over to the right. And once your right hand comes in line with your right hip, keep it there and peel open, sweeping the left arm up and over. Right, keep the left hip reaching down towards the floor. Spiral the left pinky finger in and down. Maybe a slight bend of the right elbow, drawing the shoulders down the back. As you inhale, come up to center, reach both arms overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the right, take the left arm across and the right arm behind the back. And twist from the bottom up, so let the base of the spine be what twists, then the middle of the spine, then the shoulders, then the head and neck. We oftentimes lead our twist with our neck when we want to lead with the lowest and most stable part of our spine first. Good. As you inhale, come back to center and switch the cross of your legs. And reach both arms up overhead, look up, shoulders down. Grow through the waist, through the fingers. And as you exhale, fold into the hips. Notice how this side compares to the first. We have a tendency to always cross our legs the same way. So notice what happens when you cross it in maybe an unfamiliar position. What your reaction to that may be. Breathe into the hips here. As you inhale, start to walk the hands out and over to the left. As you come in line with the left hip, begin to peel open, reach the right arm up and over. And press the right hip down into the floor. And notice here as you grow long through the right side body, are you neglecting the left side? Are you still finding some length there too? Not just completely collapsing. Deep breath. Inhale to center, both arms reach. Exhale, twist to the left. Neck and head turn last. And as you inhale, come back to center. And begin to roll over the shins to come into tabletop. And in here, we're going to begin to warm up through the hip socket. So as you're ready, keep your right knee bent and extend it out to the right side, almost like a fire hydrant. Stay active in the foot and ankle and just start to find some hip circles with the right hip. And as much as you're finding movement and fluidity through the right hip joint, try to keep the rest of the body as stable as possible. Pull in and up through the belly. Press equally through both hands. Press through the left shin and left foot. If you haven't already, be sure to switch sides, not sides, but directions of your circles. So circling clockwise, be sure to circle counterclockwise as well. Trying to get as much movement and motion through our hip joint as possible. Good. Here, pause with your leg out to the right. Try to extend the leg long to the right without leaning to the left. Press into the hands, draw in through the belly. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower the right foot down and begin to rise up into gate pose. Good. Reach the arms up overhead, look up. And as you exhale, take the right arm down, the right leg, reach up and over through the left. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center here, reach up. As you exhale, take your left hand down to the left. Shift into the left hand to lift the right leg off of the floor. And reach up through the right arm. Deep breath in. Breath out. Now notice here if your pelvis and hips are dipping backwards, keep pressing the hips and pelvis forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Here, lower the right foot down, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, takes both hands down, bring the right knee back to center. And as you're ready, start to lift the left knee and hip out to the left. Begin to find your circles. Staying long through the back of the neck. And again, after every few circles, switching directions. Continue to breathe. And pause and switch directions again if you haven't already. Good. Couple more. And pause with the left knee out to the left. Extend the left leg out to the left, reach through the foot. I'd place the foot down and rise up to gate pose. And make sure your hips are level. We have a tendency to drop our right hip and lift our left here. Reach up through the hands. If you exhale, reach up and over to the left. Inhale to center. As you exhale, take the right hand down, shift into the right hand and lift the left leg. Notice if you're flaring out through the rib cage here, draw the ribs and belly in and back. Breath in. Breath out. And as you inhale, come back up, reach up. Exhale, hands down, back to table. Lifting up and back to our first downward facing dog. And find any movements you need here, pedaling through the feet, moving through the hips, through the head, through the neck. And settle into stillness eventually. Settle into the breath. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop the feet coming towards the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale to fold into the legs. Inhale all the way up, the arms reach. Exhale the hands to the heart. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, the arms reach. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, steps the left foot back. Drop the knee down. Reach the arms up. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the hands. Lift the back knee and step the right foot all the way up and back to a three-legged down dog. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, step the right foot forward again. Rise up to a high lunge. Reaching up as you're ready. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the hands, step back to plank. Breath in. Exhale to lower halfway. Maybe you drop the knees. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, bends the knees. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, finds length halfway up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to rise, the arms reach. Exhale, hands to the heart, samasti tihi. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, steps the right foot way back, drop the knee. Inhale, reaches up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Breath out. As you inhale, lower the hands, firm into the hands. Lift the back knee and step the left leg all the way up and back, three-legged down dog. You can bend your right knee as much as you need to be here. Breath in. Exhale, steps the left foot in and through. Come to your high lunge. Reach the arms up when you're ready. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale, lowers the hands, step to your plank. Full breath in. Exhale to move through your vinyasa or go directly up and back to down dog. Settle into your breath. Notice how it moves differently now than the beginning. Inhale, bends the knees. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Breath in. Breath out. As you inhale, sit back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Breath in here. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, we meet in down dog. Maybe you step directly there. Maybe you move through vinyasa. And stay with the breath wherever you are. As you come to down dog, as you're ready, step your right foot forward. Before you rise up, spiral your back heel flat. Look down at your right foot. Reach up through your left arm. Then pull yourself up to warrior two. And breathe here. Inhale. Stay stable in the legs, but as you exhale, reverse the torso. And try to stay light in your back hand, not pressing down all your weight through it into the leg. As you inhale, push into your front foot, straighten the front leg, reach. As you exhale, come up and over, shift forward to Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon pose. We already did this pose while we were kneeling, now we're just doing it standing. Be sure to use a block under the right hand if you need. And just as we tried not to sink and sit our pelvis back when we were kneeling, try to do the same thing here while standing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale in your warrior two. Exhale to reverse. Inhale to straighten the front leg, reach. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Either move through vinyasa, maybe a three-legged vinyasa, or go directly up and back. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, steps the left foot forward. Spiral the back heel, look down, reach your right arm up. Pull yourself up to warrior two without letting the left knee fall inwards. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale to reverse your warrior two. Stay light in the backhand. Full breath out. Inhale, straightens the front leg, reach. Exhaling to Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. Take your time in that transition. And soften your standing knee some. Try not to lock it out. We never want to lock our joints, but always keep a little bit of buoyancy and softness in them. Inhale here. Exhale. And return to warrior two. Take your time. Inhale. Exhale to reverse. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bends the knees. Exhale to step or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to sit back, sweep up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, the arms reach. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to meet in down dog. Again, always feel free to skip vinyasa or to modify it. Drop your knees and take cobra instead. Hold plank for a couple of breaths and lift up and back instead. Always make your practice yours and what you need. Good. As you're ready, reach your right foot forward, come into a lunge. Keep both hands down. And then just keep your left hand down. Take your right hand to your right knee. Push into both hands to start your twist to the right. And maybe you reach up through the right arm. Breath in. Breath out. And here, start to lift all the way up, reaching your left arm forward and right arm back into your twisted lunge. Breath in. Breath out. As you inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale to bend again. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Here, reach both arms forward and up overhead. Deep breath in. Breath out. Good. Now here, take your hands to your hips. Begin to shift into your right foot. We want to draw our left knee up at hip height at the top of the mat. Take your time to get there. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Now here, if you can, interlace your fingers, making a little basket, and hug your knee. And with the knee hugged, lift the thigh towards your belly, draw the shoulders down the back. Maybe you look up, lifting your heart, finding a little lift of the upper back. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, come back to center. Open the left knee out to the left and find your foot placement for tree pose, either placing the left heel above or below your right knee. Hands might come to the heart here. Keep a little bit of softness in your standing right knee. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, bring the left knee back to center. Interlace fingers. Grab a hold of the shin again. This time, though, start to lean forward. And lean forward until your left knee comes near where your right knee is. Good. Keep your hands where they are, but extend the left leg back behind you into warrior three. Tent through your fingertips, maybe grabbing the floor or just reaching towards it. And maybe you reach the arms back behind you as well. Inhale, relax your right toes. As you exhale, step back to a lunge, reach up through the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, lowers the hands down. Step back to plank. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Bring your right foot up and back onto the floor to find Wild Thing pose. Lift up through the hips. Finding some space in the hip flexors. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back around to plank. We meet in down dog. And breath in. Breath out. As you're ready, the left foot steps forward. And plant into both hands for a moment. Find length through the spine. And then stay planted through your right palm. Take the left hand to the left thigh. Start your twist to the left. And maybe you lift up through the left arm. Inhale here. Exhale. Start to pull your torso up by your left arm so that you're rising up with the right arm forward and left arm back, twisting through the shoulders, through the belly. So you inhale, straighten the front leg, keep the arms as they are. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale, reach both arms up overhead. Lift the heart, lift the fingers. Inhale here. Take the hands to the hips. Start to, before you even lift your back leg, just imagine grounding into your front left foot. And then try to find that buoyancy as you rise up with the right leg lifted. Draw your tailbone down with the thumbs on your hips. And then make that basket, grab a hold of the right shin. Bend at the elbows as you draw the thigh towards the belly. Stay active in the foot. Draw the shoulders back. Maybe you look up and slightly lean back. Lifting the heart and challenging our balance here as our drishti, our focal point, shifts upwards. Breath in. Breath out. As you inhale, come back to center. Open the right knee and hip out to the right. Find your foot placement for tree pose, Vrikshasana. And above or below the left knee. Doesn't matter what you did on the other side. Do what's appropriate for this side on this side. Keep your eyes on your drishti. Soften the left knee, relax the left toes. Breathe wherever you are. Resist the urge to hold your breath to find balance. That just jolts your balance more when you have to breathe again. Good. As you're ready, take your right knee forward again. Make the basket with your hands. Grab a hold of the knee or shin. Lift the heart. And as you're ready, start to lean forward in the torso. Looks like you're bringing your belly to your thigh. Bring your right knee down so it's near your left one. I'd keep the hands where they are, but extend the right leg behind. Maybe you reach for the floor, or just extend the arms down. Maybe you reach the arms back. Good. Reach back through the right toes. Reach forward through the heart and crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale back to your lunge. Good. Reach through the arms. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Take the hands down. Step back to your plank. Breath in. Breath out. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Take your left foot up and behind to find Wild Thing pose here. Lift and open through the hip flexors. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale to center. Exhale to meet in down dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bends the knees. Exhale to step or hop. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Good. Hold this fold here. Maybe you grab onto opposite elbows and just hang heavy. Maybe you sway side to side. Let the crown of the head be heavy towards the floor. Reconnect with the breath. Inhale, lengthens the spine. As you exhale, step just the left foot back, drop the knee. Coming into lizard pose, we'll wiggle our right foot wider to the right so both hands can come inside. Either stay up on the hands and just drop down through the head and neck, or you might lower down onto forearms or onto a block or some sort of support or lift. You can always keep the back knee lifted if that's more comfortable for you, finding a more active version of this pose. Could roll into the outer edge of the right foot, letting the knee fall open. But if you're doing that, stay really active through the right foot and ankle to protect the knee and the ankle as you do so. Breathe where you are. Perhaps you close the eyes and feel into the sensation of this pose. Couple more breaths here. As you inhale, start to come back up onto the hands if you lower down. Wiggle your right foot back to the middle. Lift the back knee up off the floor and slightly step your back foot forward and out to the left. Beginning to set up for pyramid pose. And here we'll rise all the way up, just to check in with our hips. So we want our feet hips width distance apart, not wider or closer together. Bring your hands to your hips to ensure both hips are facing forward and the tail is drawing down. Adjust your feet as you need to make that happen. As you're ready, lift the heart, lower the tail. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward over your front leg, maybe with supports under the hands. Stay active in both legs here, in both thighs. Relax through all 10 toes. Try not to grip the mat with them. Good. Let the crown of the head be what's reaching for the floor, not the chin. Inhale finds length. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Now here, either fold again or we'll come into the twist, revolved triangle here, keeping our legs as they are. I highly recommend a block underneath of the left hand, either to the inside of the right foot, or if you're real open through your shoulder blades, you might take it to the outside of the right foot instead. Try to keep the sacrum flat. Maybe you take your right hand there for support. And maybe the right arm reaches up overhead. Little soft through both knees, active through both quadriceps, active through the belly. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the right hand down if it was lifted. Step the left foot back further and spiral the heel down. And begin to rise up to warrior two. So adjust your stance as you need. And once you get there, straighten the front leg and begin to come into triangle pose. Again, maybe it blocks underneath of the right hand this time, on the outside of the right foot. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. To inhale, lower the left hand down and begin to walk the hands and pivot the feet to the left, facing the long edge of the mat, just ensuring that your feet are even with each other. You might use the far or the back edge of your mat as reference for the feet. But as you're ready, folding forward in our wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Again, crown of the head is heavy. And take any variation of this pose in the arms. Could lunge side to side or sway side to side if you wish instead. Couple more breaths. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Start to walk the hands and pivot the feet back towards the top of the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, we meet in down dog. Your choice how you get there. Find your breath. Inhale, bends the knees. Exhale to step or hop. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, step just the right foot back, drop the knee. Wiggle the left foot a little wider, setting up for lizard pose on this side. And stay up on the hands or drop down onto forearms or onto a block. Breathe where you are. Same options here as before with that front foot if you want to roll to the outer edge, if you want to lift your back knee. If there's another variation you took on the other side that you're able to do on this side, trying to even it out by taking it. If your sides aren't even and you feel that you need something different on this side, honor that difference and do that as well. Couple more breaths. As you inhale, come back up onto the hands. Wiggle the left foot back to center. Lift the back knee up and then slightly step the right foot forward and out to the right. Rise all the way up. And begin to check in with your feet and hips to set up for pyramid pose, Parvottanasana. Both hips forward, tailbone is down so the heart can lift with a long spine. Inhale here. Exhale to fold over top of the left leg. Supports under the hands as you need. The crown of the head be heavy. Breathe in and out. Inhale to lengthen. And either fold back in or maybe a block or support comes under the right hand, inside or outside of the left leg. To find your revolved triangle, twisting to the left. Or maybe the left arm reaches up, maybe it doesn't. Just like with our twist earlier, twist from the belly first. Let your head be the last thing that lifts, and maybe it doesn't. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale to release, folding forward. And from here, step your right foot back. Spiral the heel, setting up the legs for warrior two, finding that heel to arch alignment. Rising up as you're ready. And inhale here. So you exhale, straighten the front leg, finding your way to triangle pose. Maybe it blocks under the left hand. Notice if you're flaring out through the ribs or arching your spine to be here. Try to lengthen the back of the body by shortening through the rib cage in front of the body. Engaging there. Couple more breaths. Inhale. So you exhale, lower the right hand down and walk and pivot to the right. Find that foot-to-foot alignment here, again using one of the edges of your mat if you need. My mat has lines on it so I can see that my feet are even. But if yours doesn't, maybe use an edge of your mat before folding forward. Breathe here. more breath. Inhale to lengthen. To exhale, walk the hands and pivot the feet to frame your front left foot. Inhale. Exhale to meet in down dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, bends the knees. Exhale to step or hop. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, soften the knees, grab opposite elbows, return to that soft dangling fold. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale to fold. And here, begin to move the feet out towards the edges of the mat, maybe slightly turning the feet out and sinking the hips down to malasana or low squat. The hands might come to the heart. Maybe they're on the floor and you fold in. Maybe you reach them overhead or out in front of you for support or balance. Maybe you prefer to take crow pose, bakasana here, or another arm balance instead. Feel free to do so. Good. Take another few breaths. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the seat all the way down. Take the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open wide. Grab onto the ankles. Lift the heart. Take a breath in. Lift your gaze. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lengthen halfway up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale all the way up. And then here, begin to bring your right knee forward towards the top of the mat. Plant down through the right knee, through the shin, through the hip. Start to lean to the right to work to extend the left leg back behind you and close the hip off. So you might have to lift up onto some supports, onto some blocks or blankets. But once you are ready and supported, you'll begin to fold forward into pigeon pose. Now you might stay right here, or you might do something similar that we did in the beginning of our practice. You might walk the hands out and over to the left. Good. So you're almost pushing through your hands to press the right hip down onto the floor. And just for a few moments, keep the torso to the left, the arms to the left. And still keeping your arms out that wide, start to walk the hands back to the center and see if you can fold a little deeper. Maybe your torso goes a little further forward. Maybe your arms reach a little further out in front of you than they did before. Especially after doing so many lunges in the beginning of practice, using this time to really unwind from that with this pigeon pose. Another breath here. As you inhale, start to walk the hands in. And at the top, tent into the fingers, lift the heart. Press into your back foot. Either stay right here, or if it's available to you, to bend the back knee and maybe reach back for the back foot and draw it towards you to stretch out your back quadricep, you might do so. If you're doing that, tent into your right fingers to lift the heart, or maybe you reach the right arm up overhead. So a lot of different options here, but either way, the heart is lifting, the legs are active and engaged. Breath in, breath out. Good. If you have a hold of that back leg, very gently release it. Take both hands down. Lean to the right side to bring your left leg around. And as it comes around, bring the soles of your feet together, both knees out wide, sit up tall. Exhale to fold again into Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, come all the way up. And here again, bring your left knee forward. Plant down into the left hip, into the left shin, the thigh, and start to move the right leg back. And if you can, close the hip. Lift up onto lifts as much as you need. Either stay lifted or fold forward if it's in your practice to do so. Breathe here. Feel the breath as it moves in the back body. And just like we did on the other side, if it feels okay for you, walk the hands out and over to the right. Push through the hands to really anchor the left hip down, the left sits bone. Keep the back of the neck long. And maintain that as you walk the hands back to center, seeing if you can maybe reach a little more forward and fold a little deeper. Couple more breaths. As you inhale, start to walk the hands back in. And again, a lot of options here. Do the one best for you. So maybe that's just tenting into fingers, lifting the heart and engaging the legs. Maybe you're able to reach back for the right foot with the right hand and draw it towards you. Maybe you tent into the left fingers for support here. Maybe you reach up through the left arm. And breathe wherever you are. Stay active in the legs, lifted through the heart. And if you have a hold of the back leg, gently lower it down. Brace yourself with hands. Lean to the left side. Bring the right leg around. Find bound angle one more time. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Lift through the heart. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, come all the way up. Cross at the shins and begin to come all the way down onto the back here. And as you come down onto the back, hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Maybe you circle the knees clockwise and counterclockwise. And then here, cross your right leg over top of your left. Bump your hips over to the right some and let both of your legs fall to the left. If it's too much to cross the legs, just stack the knees on top of one another. Inhale to center. And switch the cross of your legs. Bump the hips to the left. Let both knees fall to the right. Another breath here. And come back to center. Here, take both of your feet onto the floor, hips width distance apart. The arms can be along the sides of the body. And as you're ready, press down into the feet to lift the hips, finding bridge pose. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, lowers the hips down. Breath in, breath out. As you're ready, taking a second set, inhaling to lift. If wheel pose is in your practice and you wish to take that back bend, you're welcome to do so. Just ensuring that if you are lifting into wheel, that the knees are staying hips width distance apart, that the feet are facing forward, that the hands or shoulders width distance apart if you can. The tailbone is drawing in and up towards the body rather than arching down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale to lower back down. Resist the urge to hug the knees in just yet. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, as you're ready, inhaling to lift, bridge, supported bridge with a block under the sacrum or wheel pose. Maybe you take bridge with interlaced fingers underneath of you. Maybe you explore with lifting one leg or both legs in either bridge or wheel or supported bridge even. It's completely up to you. Deep breath in, breath out, and slowly lower down if you were lifted. And now this time you can hug the knees into the chest, rocking side to side, maybe circling the knees clockwise and counterclockwise, maybe arching up to reach the forehead towards the knees, lifting the head and neck and shoulder blades off the floor. Whatever you'd like here. And then taking the feet down, mats width distance apart, knocking the knees together to touch, and windshield wipering the knees side to side, keeping the feet mat width distance apart. here, letting both knees fall to the right, either keeping them staggered in this way, or if you wish to come into a deeper twist again, you might stack the left knee on top of the right one. You inhale, come back to center, taking the feet to the edges of the mat, the knees together, windshield wiper side to side. And eventually letting both knees fall to the left, either keeping them staggered or stacking the right knee on top of the left. Inhale to center, hugging the knees in one last time. And then here, letting the arms come down out to the sides, extending both legs overhead. Doesn't matter if the legs are straight. Slowly lower the right foot down to the bottom right corner of the mat. And as it touches down, let it fall out and be heavy. And then reach and lower the left leg and the left foot down to the left corner of the mat. Let it fall out and be heavy. Make any little wiggles or adjustments you might need to make here to be comfortable. And as you are ready, allow yourself to settle in to Shavasana. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, nothing to be, except present for your body, present for your breath, perhaps present for your mind and your thoughts. Knowing that whatever you did or didn't do, that it was enough, because even the act of just breathing was enough. Letting it go, making space for rest and stillness here in this moment instead. Begin to take your deepest breath in so far, and your longest, slowest, softest breath out. reaching the arms overhead, stretching from fingers to toes. And as you're ready, hugging the knees in, rolling off to one side or the other, whatever feels most inviting for you. And as you get there, let your top hand rest at your heart for a moment and thank yourself for showing up, for making the time and space, for knowing that what you did was enough, that it's always enough. With that same hand, gently pressing yourself up to seated, keeping the eyes closed but bringing the hands to the heart. And I just wanted to extend my own gratitude towards each of you, wherever you are, whoever you are, for supporting me during this time, for sharing your practice, your time, your space, your effort, and your ease with me and in a way with each other. And I hope that you can continue to practice and find benefit and carry those benefits for however long you need them. And until I see you and you see me on your mat again, namaste.